Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I just want to talk to you today about Pokemon, or more specifically about the Pokedex. A device which has been termed by Professor Oak as a high-tech encyclopedia. It's able to record all manner of data across our numerous journeys, from Pokemon size, weight, location, cries, and some nice little flavor text about the critters. In fact, it's these sections of text which are actually quite important, as they give an understanding as how the Pokemon fit into the Poke universe as a whole. You get to find out what they eat, what they do, what they're made of, how they mate. No one wants to know about that, but it does give a ton of information about the lore overall. Yet that's not to say that this tiny device doesn't contain a whopping amount of absolute bullshit, which is what we're going to focus on today. So with this in mind, I'm Jules of WhatCulture.com, and these are 10 Pokedex entries that are complete and utter lies. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, dong. Number 10, Shedinja. So this halo-wearing bug boy has this as its entry. It's believed that this Pokemon will steal the spirit of anyone peering into its hollow body from the back. I'm sorry, what? You're telling me my soul will be sucked out of my very being if I happen to look up this guy's back passage? Well, that's just not on. Right, well, you know what? I don't actually want to find out if this is true, so I'm just going to avoid looking at this guy's back. Oh wait, no I can't, because every time I bring it out to battle, that's all I f***ing see. There's literally no avoiding it, so yeah, you're doomed. Sorry about that, you're welcome. Brilliant. Or maybe, just maybe, it's absolutely bollocks, and it's actually quite surprising why nobody has updated the Pokedex to actually fit with this information. Not true. Myth busted. Number 9, Magcargo. Magcargo's body temperature is approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Water is vaporized on contact. If this Pokemon is caught in the raindrops instantly turn into steam, cloaking the area in a thick fog. Well, that is absolute billy, mate, because lava in Hawaii has only ever been recorded to be about 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is quite a substantial amount higher. In fact, it's twice as hot as the bloody sun. If that was the case, then why aren't cities powered off this thing's thermal heat? In fact, why aren't the ice caps just non-existent? Ice would not be able to exist with the amount of these guys and their body heat going. A walking nuclear reactor times a million. Dangerous. No, not buying that for a second. Myth busted. Number 8, Alakazam. So Alakazam's got this. It has an IQ of 5,000. It calculates many things in order to gain the edge in every battle. I mean, that sounds pretty great, because if you've got an IQ of 5,000, you're about 25 times smarter than the smartest human ever to have existed. Yet there is one glaring problem, because while this IQ should determine that this Pokemon become a natural leader of mankind, solve all of our problems, maybe even broker peace across the world with its vast intellect, it can't remember more than 4 moves. Methinks this IQ figure has been stretched more than your mum's privates after her donkey show. There's my one per list. Number 7, Pidgeot. So this is the entry for Pidgeot. One of my favourite Pokemon, actually. This Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed, seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons. Well, that's the thing, right? Because Mach 2 is pretty fast. That is twice the speed that you need to break the sound barrier. Now, I'm not calling it a liar. Definitely calling it a liar, though, because its actual speed stat of 93 is the same as a f***ing milk tank. The concept of a milk tank flying at Mach 2, though, that is the terrifying one. But as an actual Pokedex entry, absolute bullshit. Myth busted. Number 6, Gardevoir. Gardevoir has the psychonetic power to distort the dimensions and create a small black hole. This Pokemon will try to protect its trainer even at the risk of its own life. Aw, that's actually kind of sweet that it would try and protect its trainer by doing... Sorry, did you say create a black hole? Well, there's no such thing as a small black hole, is there? It just consumes everything into it. And I mean, technically it would be saving your trainer, but by compressing the entire universe to the size of a soybean, that's probably not the right way to do it. Probably doesn't happen though, does it? Because if it did, then the entire Pokemon universe would be destroyed in an instant, what with the amount of battles going on every single day. So I would go out on a limb and say that that fact is wrong. I'm not going to say myth busted. Number 5, Tentacruel. The Tentacruel has 80 tentacles. Once they wrap around the enemy, you know what, I'm actually just going to stop there because that's the point of it. 80 tentacles, that's wrong. And do you know how I know it's wrong? Because you can f***ing count them. I mean, if you're going to try to get one over on us, Pokedex, you're going to need to at least try by not using an image that we can easily search for. I mean, even when you count them, there's 14 on some sprites and some are as low as 6. Number 4, Victini. This Pokemon brings victory. It is said that trainers with Victini always win, regardless of the type of encounter. Trainers with Victini always win. Well, I mean, taking it to a fighting pit, and instead I'm going to take it to Gala Bingo, baby, because Papa needs a new head of hair, you know what I'm saying? In reality, though, this Pokemon can be downed with one hit. And while it is a great Pokemon, do not get me wrong on that fact, it has some pretty wicked stats. Victory always guaranteed? No, sir. Myth busted. Number 3, Gliscor. Gliscor the Flying Scorpion is a pretty rad lad, and as I say this, I am just realizing there is nothing that I would want a Scorpion to have less than the ability to fly, even though this has just reminded me that in nature there is actually a fly with a scorpion tail. That's my night terrors for the next week then. Brilliant. Anyway, Gliscor as it stands is pretty damn cool, but its Pokedex entry says that even on the slightest breeze, without flapping its wings, it can circle the entire globe. It's 6'7". That's as tall as an NBA player, and you're telling me that on the tiniest of breezes that this thing can go around all the time? You're forcing me to say it, Pokedex. You're a goddamn liar. And the thing is that even if it did manage to work with the size difference, you can't even teach it to fly. I have nothing other to say on this. You know what I was going to say. Number 2, Slackoff. If it eats 3 leaves in a day, it is satisfied. Other than that, it sleeps for 20 hours a day. 3 leaves a day for a Pokemon that weighs 24 kilograms. I mean, a leaf on a good day has probably only got about, 3 to 4 calories in it. And this thing weighs 24 kilograms and sleeps for about 20 hours a day, so it's probably going to need about 800 to 850 calories to stay alive, or at least maintain a healthy weight. So this, absolute bullshit. The only way that this works is if those 3 leaves are on top of a f***ing burger. Big is beautiful, Slackoff. Do not starve yourself. And number 1, Entei. So we end with Entei, and by God, is it a strange entry. Volcanoes erupt when it barks. Unable to restrain its extreme power, it races headlong around the land. Now, it's the combination of powers there that worries me, because first off, volcano barking, that's a big deal. But secondly, the fact that it's zipping all over the place because it can't stop, that means it's causing problems for everyone, not just one localized area. It's going all the way around the world, just setting off sparks. That is not a good way to be. But the real problem here is the fact that when Entei enters the battlefield, what does it do? It barks. So therefore, whenever you take it out to battle, you're causing some major disturbances around there, which just isn't responsible on its behalf. But as its trainer, you should know better. But then again, the fact that this probably isn't happening all the time kind of suggests that maybe, just maybe, the Pokedex is fibbing once more. It's dicking around with the facts. So yeah, Entei probably doesn't have the volcano voice that we were led to believe. And there we have it, 10 Pokedex facts that were utter lies. Let me know what you thought about them down in the comments section below. I would love to hear your feedback on this, because if I want to do another video, I can maybe pull from what you guys suggest. And if you like the sound of my dulcet tones, why wouldn't you? And you love Pokemon, then you should click here or here. I don't know where they're going to put the link for it, but it's a video on crazy Pokemon origin stories. And if you like the sound of my voice but would like to see something a bit different, then check out that film theory. It's a bit more chilled, all about film theories. It's very nice. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.